Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going over to XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, we've got a CoinsKid crew. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your subscription on YouTube, and thank you for liking the videos as well, and your comments, and obviously sharing the videos as well. Thank you for that. Okay, so right now the DXY, it has put in a little bit of a signal here, hasn't it, on the daily time frame. We've been looking at this for quite a long time. We've got this rising channel here on the DXY RSI, and on the daily time frame we've got this rising channel, some kind of rising wedge basically for the DXY. Now I do think if we start to break down below this wedge, my minimal target will be this yellow line, but I do think we might get a bit of a follow through here, which could lead to a big move for the XRP especially. Okay, so there is a bit of a clue here in the charts, the loss of this trend line at the moment, and this sort of tightening range. Like I said to you, these are bearish patterns coming down, the zigzag corrective patterns coming up. You do usually break down, and you do usually come to at least where you form the pattern. Okay, and with that we're getting a bit of a clue in the charts and the RSI. Like I said to you, it's a leading indicator. There is a bit of a small bullish divergence here at the moment of this low, obviously because this candle body here and the high close just there, and then the low just there, and the lower low in the RSI, which could lead to some kind of little retracement coming back up. But what we're looking for in the DXY is a lower high. If we start to make the lower high, tap that resistance and drop, then I think this is a looking glass for a big move for XRP over the next few weeks going forward. Okay, so it's not bullshit, it's not opium, it's just confluence in other charts that are fine for any analysis for XRP. Let's dive into the XRP chart right now, see what we can see. Looking at XRP on the monthly time frame, I will zoom in on the hourly in a moment with you, but I just want to show you this analysis on the monthly. At the moment we've got this level of resistance equal in the RSI, we've got that level of resistance equal in the RSI, and then currently what we've got is this support just there equal in the RSI, and then we've got that support just there again equally in the RSI. Okay, so like I said to you, way back when we were sort of crawling along this bottom down here for XRP, I said to you, opportunity never feels like opportunity, but we are tapping this zone here, which respectfully we do come up off. Okay, and so far we have come up off this particular level of support and this sort of fear area down here in the floor for XRP. So this is something I was relaying to you as we were coming down here with confluence in the charts, that this was an opportunity, although it doesn't feel like opportunity. So in my opinion, what we've got is market symmetry here, in the sense that what we've done, we've had a thrust up from this point here, has been identical to the thrust up from this point here. Okay, so at the minute it's playing out, and obviously if it begins to invalidate it, then I'll show you. Okay, and I'll make you aware as best as I can. But right now we've had this big correction coming down, we had that big correction coming down, we lost DMAs, but then we immediately got back above them. So this is something you could wait for in a monthly time frame, wait for the break and get back above DMAs, because if we start to see that, then it's increasing the probability that we're going to run to that red line. So equally in the RSI, I think we might have a level of resistance that we could drop a trend line in and say, if we hit this peak level in the RSI, if we break it before this breaks this or whatever, the RSI will give us a looking glass and a clue as to the direction of XRP. So there's no bias here. At the minute we've got this massive bullish consolidation pattern, haven't we? This is a bullish pattern, although it doesn't feel like it, because what's happened is you've come up into it like this and you consolidate in a range, making a series of higher lows and lower highs, so you're getting compressed towards the apex of a potential continuation pattern here for XRP. Okay, obviously if it breaks down, it'll be invalidated and so on and so forth, and I'll make you aware as best I can. For example, this is one just there. Do you see this? This is basically a bull pennant. You've come up consolidating, but it's on a smaller time frame, and then you broke. Okay, so this is what we're looking at the moment. We're looking at a macro version of this bull pennant like this. This is a macro version, this is a micro version, although this is a monthly time frame. So it's really hard to sort of get your head around, but at the moment what we're looking at, for me, in the charts right now, is a potential that XRP could break this red line. If it breaks this red line anytime soon, then we're breaking out of the pennant basically, and the basically symmetrical triangle. Now what we do usually see, and I've taught you this, in these particular patterns, you do break out of them on the third point of contact. So there's a possibility that XRP is gearing up to break this on the next retest, absolutely possible. But what will be the sort of warning shot? What will be the leading indicator to that? I think it will be the RSI. So what we're going to do is drop a trend line in right now. Okay, so this trend line here is resistance, and that's resistance, and I think we have to respect this trend line. So if XRP does start to come up and we begin to take out this trend line, it could be a looking glass going forward that XRP is not about to do something like that, it's about to do something like this, okay, and take out this level of resistance if it starts to take out the RSI. So we'll respect the RSI, we'll keep an eye on it, because this is what we've been doing down here when it was in the floor. We was buying more basically because we were respecting the RSI. But the RSI, I think, is a leading indicator. I love the RSI. I think it's an amazing indicator. Get into your charts, okay, it shows bullish, bearish, divergence, or whatever. For example, just there, if you take a look at the RSI, you've got this huge whopping higher high, but in the RSI you've got lower highs. So that was a whopping bearish divergence on the monthly time frame. That was foretelling of that. Do you understand? And this is exactly what happened. You come all the way back down to the oversold territory, opportunity with a corona dump, and right now you've ramped up again. So we're looking at this opportunity on the RSI. If we start to take out this resistance here, it could be a leading indicator that XRP is about to take that resistance out at that point. And what we've got is impulsive, corrective, impulsive from this low here. Okay, and we've not necessarily got this big A, B, C, D, E correction before we go again. So I'm keeping an eye on this for you. I think the RSI and the monthly will get a game away. So again, if we do start to break out here, and it is a big if XRP finds support and it does start to come back up and it gets to that red line, if the RSI is taking out this resistance, it could be indicative that we have a small little pullback. You might not necessarily see this, and then we go again, okay, for XRP. But remember, if ever XRP does something like this and it does come back and it gets really horrible and nasty, if ever you're in the floor on the monthly time frame, look to buy more. Let's dive into the hourly time frame right now to see what we can see for XRP. Looking at XRP on the hourly time frame, we've got a little bearish pattern here. You break down your descending triangle, death cross right towards the apex, and right now we're confirming that this previous support is resistance. Look at that, tap, tap, and right now it looks as though we're poised to get to the technical target. Okay, so obviously, not all patterns meet the technical target, but at the moment that is a technical target, which is basically a retest of this trend line, isn't it, for XRP, which is still making a higher low at the moment. Okay, so just here we've equally got another descending triangle. Look at that. So we've got compressed right towards the apex. You got your little death cross on the hourly time frame. Boom, dropped. So again, this is a lovely little short opportunity with your stop on a swing high as your stop loss. Okay, and equally just there, stop on a swing high as your stop loss, because obviously it can come up and get invalidated. These descending triangles, they have been known to break out. Okay, so just because it starts to form them doesn't mean 100% it's going to do that. But this is what you do. You wait for the breakdown. Look for the death cross, which is always a telltale sign as well on a 10 and 20 EMA. You look for the close outside of support, and then you're confirming it. You're coming down. You got resistance. You're looking to drop. So right now XRP, it looks as though it's poised to get to the technical target of the descending triangle, which is roughly this. Let me drop this in for you right now. I think we're looking at this yesterday, weren't we? I think that's a minimal target. Try and get that knob on for XRP, and you can clearly see that if it does do that, and you've got this correction that comes down like this, and you bounce off this trend line just there, you're still making a high low. So this is why yesterday I said to you, there's a potential trade here for XRP. If you can stomach it, put your stop loss on this low at 05069, and put some bids in on 05135. And don't over leverage, don't be a degen, because obviously if it goes against you, you get stopped out. And it is what it is. It's a small risk trade basically for high reward, because I think we could be looking at a massive move here for XRP if you do hold this low, and structurally you're having this sort of correction right now, and you've got this ascending triangle which carves out here. You've got compression into this level of resistance, and I'm looking to take that resistance out on the third point of contact. So this could be an amazing trade. Just like I wrote on a thumbnail yesterday, we could be looking at least a 17% trade, isn't it, to this green line, which is the next leg of resistance at 05980. So from here, if XRP does come down and we meet the technical target of this descending triangle right now, we sort of get some bids in down here, then we could be looking at a monster move here, around 16.3% with a minimal risk trade, or around about 1.29%. It's an amazing opportunity right there. You can do all this on Bybit or BitGet, it's entirely up to you, but at the minute it does look as though we confirm this level of support as resistance right now. So I'm looking for XRP to get to that target. Will it get to that target? I absolutely don't know. I can't confirm that it will, but it's just a technical target that you're in at the moment. If we start to come up and invalidate the target, then it's not going to get met. By invalidation, I mean you start to come back into this pattern and you have a throwback and you start to come back up at this point. This was your low basically, but technical targets are technical targets until you get invalidated. So like I've always said to you, pattern that's at play is valid until invalidated away. At the moment it's still valid because you're confirming this as resistance. So the technical target is this leg here, which is basically this trend line, which is still a higher low to this low, and you're getting some kind of price compression in it, and we're looking to break that on the third point of contact for XRP. Okay, nothing I say is financial advice. You can trade all this, you can go long, you can go short, it's entirely up to you. You can do all this on the links on CoinsKid.com, and in each and every single video description. On BitGet, got amazing sign up bonuses. Bybit got amazing sign up bonuses. There is a problem at the moment with Bybit in the UK, obviously, so if you are in the UK, definitely jump over to BitGet. Okay, that's a fantastic exchange. The links are in each and every single video description. Have a wonderful Friday. Back soon with another update on XRP. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.